Hey guys, I don't know if you can see me. I just cannot be bothered to turn my light on. For the people who are American and want to know, like, what things that we call different, or vice versa, British and American. These are some of the things, and I'm sorry if you can't see me. You'll just have to listen to the audio. These are some of the things. Diaper means nappy. And I'll give the explanation as well. A nappy is what you put something that you put on a baby. Let me see. Having trouble thinking now. Diaper means nappy. Bin means trash can. Over there it's college, but the equivalent over here would be university. We go from school to college to university, whereas in America you go middle school, then college, I think. Yeah, but your college is our university. Soccer is football. And I don't know why you call it soccer, because you kick a ball with your foot. So, yeah, it's football, and Americans call football rugby. We call your football rugby. I don't know where the name rugby comes from, but it makes more sense than football, because football should be something a ball you kick with your foot. So yeah, I'm not even going to get into it. You call when you go shopping a shopping cart. I don't know where the word cart comes from, but over here we call it a shopping trolley, or just a trolley. You have, like, highways and interstates and stuff, and we just call them motorways. And you have blocks as well. We have streets and avenues and groves and closes and cul-de-sacs. There's lots of them. Now I'm getting onto the differences between the two. You can't cross the street without getting fined or jaywalking. We can cross the street wherever we want. To be honest, if we had jaywalking over here, we'd have to walk about 20 minutes just to cross the street, just to walk back on ourselves to go to the shop. And I'm thinking, because you do have jaywalking, I don't know if it's everywhere, but I do know it exists. I'm thinking because some places do have that you have an awful lot more crossings, and we have one like every stop, or at the end of every road where there's traffic lights. And that's another thing you don't have. I don't think you have traffic lights. I don't get the whole thing about stop signs. It's easily not seen, or you can easily just run a stop sign, because there's nothing there to tell you. Like, if you can't see any cars, do you still have to stop? Or if there's no cars at all, can you just keep going? Whereas we have lights, so no matter what, if it's on red, you have to stop. You call chips crisp. We call them crisp. You call them chips. We call chips French fries. You call them French fries. We call them chips. You say candy, we say sweets. You also say frozen yogurt, and I don't know if that's ice cream over here or if there's actually such thing as a frozen yogurt, but I'm assuming it's ice cream, maybe? I'm not sure, you'll have to let me know on that one. What I do think should be introduced over here, though, is somehow most teenagers in America at the age of 16, all of a sudden they've all got cars, and over here it's legal to do your driving test at 16, but I don't think you can drive a car until you're 18. And even then, you don't see that many people driving around at 18. You don't finish education until you're like 18, 19, I think. We finish school at 16, and then we can go on to college or do a job. It's not mandatory that we still have to be that we still have to be in education. We can go on to a job. We can do what we want, basically. You guys, like, you'll say liquor store, and I'm guessing that is a store. Sorry about that, my phone just went off. I'm guessing that's a store. And you say store, we say shop. I'm guessing that's a shop with just alcohol and maybe little confectionery items. But I don't actually think we have that unless it's a winery. We have wineries with just like wine tasting, but we don't actually have shops just with alcohol in them and cigarettes and stuff. We have little departments of a shop or a superstore. Like, we'll have a little corner with the cigarettes and stuff like that, but I've never seen just a shop for that. And we'll have little corner shops which are called off licenses, which you can get cigs and alcohol at. And just overall, Americans and people from Britain, like, I guess British English, there's a whole lot of differences. And if you're American, or anywhere actually, just comment or do a video back or something, and just let me know what differences there are, or just the differences between the two countries, because I love learning new things. I love learning what other country or how other countries do different things to where I live, which is Britain, specifically Manchester. So yeah, I'd just like to hear your comments, and like if you like the video. If you didn't, I don't mind, you don't have to like it. One other thing, which I think sucks, you don't have to wear uniforms when you're in school. We do. It's mandatory. We have to wear black shoes, black pants, a white shirt, maybe a tie, maybe a blazer, and a jumper with the school logo on it. And it's awful. I hated it. And there's certain rules in schools, like my school that I went to, it was like 6 years ago now, but the school that I went to, we had to wear black shoes, black pants, white t-shirt, a tie, and in the winter we had to wear our jumper and our blazer. In the summer we had to wear our tie and blazer, we didn't have to wear our jumper. But the awful thing was, the jumper was a maroon colour and the blazer was green and black, and it didn't go together at all. The two colours just looked awful. We had to walk home or get on the bus from school in that colour, and it was just like, I look horrible. Why are people staring at me here? And public transport as well, for some reason. I only know from movies, I've never been to America, but I'm guessing that people don't like the bus over there. In movies it looks like a horrible place to be, but as I said, I've never been, so I don't know, so let me know. Over here, our buses are nothing like that. We have double-decker buses, single liners, and most of the buses now have air conditioning. Most of the time clean. The only buses I've been on that have been dirty, they've only been dirty to the extent that there's crisp packets on the floor and like spilt drinks. There's not been anything more than that. Not as what I've seen on TV about American public transport. The trains and the trams are okay. Again, air conditioning. They've even got heating on buses as well. They've got these little fans that blow out warm heat in the winter. Get free newspapers on the bus. Yeah. And children under 5 go free for the bus. So I guess it's a good way to travel, because in Manchester, basically, compared to America, people over here don't drive as much. Like, nearly everyone in America drives, if you've got the money for it. But over here, people may have the money to drive, but they prefer the bus because it's cheaper, and why not? Because it's clean. And the buses almost always run on time, and there's loads of them. So if you can't afford to drive, that's most people's preferred choice of getting around. Yeah, like I said, like and comment, subscribe, please. I'll subscribe back. Thanks, bye.